Cancer. That's where we have to start. Because while you've been standing in front of your bathroom mirror, worrying about your pores, your fine lines, or whether your skin barrier is compromised, there's a chemical that has been sitting in some of the most trusted bottles on that shelf. A chemical that the World Health Organization classifies as a Group 1 carcinogen. No safe level of exposure. Here's the part nobody talks about. We have been conditioned to this. Conditioned to believe our skin is always broken, always in need of fixing, always one product away from perfect. And what if that entire narrative was built not for your health, but for profit? What if the insecurity was the product and the cream was just the upsell? Let me give you the numbers, because the math is obscene. The global skincare industry is worth over $200 billion. $200 billion. L'Oreal alone pulls in more than $40 billion a year. Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, these giants own dozens of the brands in your bathroom right now. They sell millions of units per month. They are in every drugstore, every dermatologist's office, every influencer's holy grail video. But watch what happens when the lawsuits land. Benzene was found in products across multiple brands. Recalls happened. Headlines screamed for 3 days. Then, silence. Revenue? Barely a scratch. They spend more on a single celebrity campaign than they lose paying out a lawsuit. And that is exactly why the system doesn't change. The profit is too big, and the penalty is too small. So what is actually in these bottles? Benzene. The WHO calls it a Group 1 carcinogen with no safe level. And here's the part that should make your stomach turn. Independent lab testing found that in certain acne products containing benzoyl peroxide, the ingredient can degrade into benzene at temperatures as low as 37 degrees Celsius. That is human body temperature. So the product isn't just contaminated when it leaves the factory. Under the right conditions, it can become more toxic just sitting on your skin. Valisure found it in Neutrogena, in Aveeno, in Banana Boat, sprays you misted over your kids at the beach. You are putting this on your largest organ, your skin, which absorbs what you feed it. And you are doing it daily, sometimes twice a day, for years. Once the lawsuits started piling up, the allegations got bigger too. Not just benzene, but claims of undisclosed contamination, misleading marketing, and the use of medical credibility to sell products that consumers believed were safer than they actually were. Some lawsuits even focus on PFAS, the chemicals nicknamed forever chemicals, because they can stay in the body for years. The courts will decide what happened. But even if every lawsuit succeeds, it won't fix the thing that made these products so profitable in the first place. Because the chemicals may be accidental, but the insecurity is not. Do you have visible pores, uneven texture, skin that occasionally gets dry, oily, flaky, shiny, red, or exists in any way? Congratulations, you have skin. Unfortunately, that's become a marketing opportunity. The industry spent years convincing people that normal skin is a problem waiting to be solved. Buy the cleanser. If that dries your face out, buy the moisturizer. If the exfoliant makes your skin sensitive, buy the calming serum. If the serum irritates your skin, don't worry, there's another product for that too. Somewhere along the way, healthy skin stopped being the goal. Now the goal is glass skin, poreless skin, filter skin. The kind of skin that often requires perfect lighting, makeup, camera tricks, editing software, and occasionally a completely different genetic blueprint. The labels say dermatologist tested. The influencers swear by it. The advertisements call it self-care. But the business only works if you're never allowed to feel finished. Because a customer who finally likes their skin is a customer who stops shopping. So what were the consequences? For the industry, not much. The shelves stayed stocked, the ads kept running, the influencers kept posting. Most recalls came and went with barely a news cycle's worth of attention. For consumers, the consequences are harder to measure. Not because the products suddenly made everyone sick, but because millions of people were sold certainty where there was uncertainty. They trusted the labels, the endorsements, and the promise of safety. And when contamination was found, the burden of asking, was my product affected, fell on the people who bought it, not the people who sold it.